I'm going to show Cindy how to do a fantastic daytime makeup. Now, most of us, when we get a little bit older, we get stuck in a routine of doing our makeup. It comes second nature to us. But the problem is, most of us learned to do our makeup when we were in our teens and 20s with the prime reason of making ourselves look older and more grown up. Isn't that right? Mm-hmm. But if you say to a 15 or 16 or 18-year-old, wow, you look 25, they take it as a huge compliment, don't they? Mm. If I said to you, you look 3 or 4 or 5 years older than your actual age, you'd be going, oh, that's scary, I don't want to. So what I want to show her is some techniques and some ways of making herself look more radiant, look more youthful, but not having to pile on lots of products. So I'm going to start off with the Ultimate Face Tint. This is 5 products in one. It is a moisturizer, it is a primer, it is a BB cream, it is a CC cream and a foundation, all packed into one little tube. And I'm gonna pop that on. I'm gonna use a brush because I'm doing it as a professional. You can use a brush if you want. You can use your fingers. It's completely up to you. What I didn't tell Cindy is I'm only gonna do half of her face to start off with, but we will see how that goes, and I know that I'm going to be doing the other half. So I'm starting off with a little tiny amount, and I'm starting in the center of Cindy's face. So I'm just blending it outwards, and I'm patting a little bit underneath her eyes as well, and onto her forehead. And I'm just doing a little swirly motions. If she wanted to apply this with her fingertips, it would be absolutely fine. This gives light, sheer coverage, but it's pigment rich. So it's evening out her skin tone, but without leaving a really heavy look on her skin. I'm grabbing a little bit more. And that's looking pretty darn good. I am now going to disguise or hide the dark circles and a little bit of redness here on Cindy's lid. This is really a common factor in any of us, whether we're 18 or 80. We get dark circles, we get veiny lids, it all happens. I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to get rid of that. I'm using my Mineral Illuminating Pen. This is my magic wand. So I'm going to apply it just underneath Cindy's eyes here. Most people put their concealer on too high, and I'm going just below where she would normally put her concealer. Now I'm going to do the AP pat, which is that patting motion, and it has a pat and roll, and it has a two-pronged reason that I do this, because first of all, I want to blend in the concealer, but also the tapping reduces puffiness. Now I'm going to pop that also on Cindy's eyelids. So if she wanted to have a no makeup day, where she's only wearing the bare minimum and not having to do too much to her eyes, this is a great product that she can put on. And that's going just on her eyelids. But that's not the only place that this pen can be used. It can be used along here. You were saying to me before about having droopy eyes. This is a great way of getting rid of that illusion of droopiness here by putting a little bit of the Mineral Illuminating Pen on that outer corner. Another great place is here, and that gives a really gorgeous lift. And that just brightens. This is such a fantastic product. It just makes you look like you've had a mini facelift. It really does. Another way of giving a youthful lift to the face is eyebrows. So by giving eyebrows definition, it lifts your face and really brings attention and focus to the eyes. Fantastic. So I'm going to use my fabulous Brow Balm. It is a creamy formulation. It stays put. Even if you get caught in the rain, you're not going to run around with brows all over the place. And I'm using our fabulously new double-ended brow brush. So I'm brushing it down with the spoolie end so the brows get brushed down. I'm using blonde. Now I'm going into the blonde, and I'm etching along the top of Cindy's eyebrows. With little sketchy motions. Then I'm going to brush her brows back up, and I'm going to fill in little bits underneath. And this really gives the eyes an instant lift. And what's beautiful about this blonde color, it's very natural and it mimics the darker tones in Cindy's hair. So she doesn't have to worry about having those heavy, heavy brows. Now I'm brushing back up and I'm just filling in the little gaps that are underneath. Now I've defined the brows, it's onto the eyeshadow. I'm going for Constellation Eyeshine. It is a soft goldy kind of color, and the reason why I've chosen this particular shade over the other ones that we do is because I know that this one will really make Cindy's blue eyes pop. So I'm applying it with my fingers. You can use a brush, you can go straight from the wand. It's really up to you. I love the control I get with my fingertips, so I'm popping that on with my fingers. And this is one of those kind of buildable colors that you can really build up as you go along. So if you want to make it stronger, you can by just simply adding more and more. But what is so fantastic, although this is a cream, it dries to a powder finish and it is 100% crease resistant, and you can use it as a primer to your eyes. So if you want to add your powder eyeshadows after that, they'll stay put as well. This is just such a pretty color on you, Cindy. And I'm going for neutral shades today because we're going to give this a really natural, almost like a sun-kissed kind of look. So I've popped that on her lid and slightly past her socket line. And the reason for that is I want to lift her eyes up and make them look bigger and more open. And I'm going to go for the Baroque gel pencil. It's a greeny gold, but it's a really good color to use if you want a subtle but still defined look to the eyes. So I'm sketching along the base of the lashes. I'm kind of doing like as if I was just drawing in, just scribbling in. It doesn't have to be too precise because I'm going to blend it with my finger. And look up for me for a sec. Look way up like that. That's great. I'm going to pop a little bit underneath here as well because I want to add some more definition here. Look straight ahead. So I'm taking the Sienna pencil, it's also a gel pencil, I'm just going along the base of the lashes on the outer corners to give that little bit more oomph to the eyes. And I'm blending it in the outer corners as well. This gel formulation in pencils is so creamy and they glide on, but they stay on. So there's no tugging at that delicate eye area. You've got about a minute of playtime that you can smudge and mold and shape with these pencils, and then they dry and they stay put, which is fantastic. And I'm using our Luxury Waterproof Mascara in black. You like a waterproof. I like a waterproof. Our waterproof is fabulous because it doesn't leave your eyelashes crispy, which is for me a big deal. I want still that suppleness and that movability of the eyelashes, but I still want that long lastingness, and that bit where you don't have it fading all over your face. And especially if you get allergies or you have watery eyes, this is just the one I reach for. I use this every single day. This mascara is hypoallergenic. It's great for even the most sensitive of eyes. It won't irritate them, which is wonderful. This also is lash building, so you can build this up and get really nice fullness to the lashes. Now I'm going to let that dry for a second. I'm going to get you to look up a teeny bit. Now I'm going to do a tiny tap on the lower lashes just to give them a bit of definition. It's daytime. I don't want to go for a full lash effect. Wait until the evening and we'll be putting on more then. Now I'm going on to my heated eyelash curlers. These are my absolute must-have for eye-opening effects. They're heated curlers, a bit like like a curling iron or curling wands. They're really wonderful. Battery operated. It means that you don't pinch your eyelashes. You use it after your mascara. Your mascara acts like a setting lotion, and you just wait for this little stripe here to go white, and then you just look down for me, Cindy, for a sec. And I just hold them on your eyelashes like that. and they will bend them back. And what's fantastic about this, it will stay bent, and they will be not those kind of right angles that you get with those pinchy ones. It just gives that real gorgeous eye-opening effect. Take a look at that. That is amazing. Now I'm going to give Cindy's cheeks a natural lift and really make her cheekbones pop. I'm using our Blush Bronzer Contour Duo, and I'm using the color Pickup Artist, which is an apricot shade with a contour bronzer here. So I'm going to start off with the contour bronzer, and I'm using this wonderful brush that I've created. It's got a lovely angle. It's smaller than conventional brushes of this type, and the reason for that is because you don't need those big brushes. The big brushes get all over the face. So I like it when the tools do the work for you. So I'm putting a little bit of the bronzer contour underneath Cindy's cheekbones. And then I'm going to get her to smile for me in just a sec. And I'm going to put a pop of color, smile, on the apples of her cheeks there. And I've gone for a peachy tone because I think it works so beautifully with her natural skin tone, her hair coloring, and her eye color. So it just all works so beautifully. And you may have noticed I brought the blusher and bronzer down a little bit lower. I haven't put it high on her cheeks. The reason for that is because I want to give the eyes, cheeks, and lips emphasis. If I bunch the blusher right underneath the eyes, what I do is I close down the eyes and make the eyes look smaller, and we don't want to do that. And this is fantastic for lifting, brightening. The colors are a kaleidoscope of shades. The purple and the pink enliven the skin. The yellow knocks out the red, and so does the turquoise color. So they're all working in unison together to create a fantastic brightening effect to underneath the eyes and the face. So if you look up for me, just swirl together. And you may be thinking, ooh, powder underneath the eyes. As you get older, that's not going to work. But in fact, this actually does, because of the way I've had it milled. It's fine, but not too fine. And it doesn't sit into the fine lines, making them look more obvious. I'm going to define Cindy's lips with our Holly Berry Gel Lip Liner. I love this lip liner because it goes with pretty well every shade I can think of. So if I don't want to bring along a matching lip pencil, I can take just this in my bag, and that's all I need. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm going on the outer edge of Cindy's lips to give some wonderful definition. Now Cindy's got a really fantastic natural lip base. It's rich and deep. So I'm going to put on a lighter shade so it doesn't go too much over the top. Now I'm doing both sides of your lips, but this is such a lovely natural color. And now I'm going to fill in with our lip gloss, and I'm choosing for you the Luxury Lip Gloss in Blossom Rose. And the reason for that, I just think it would look fabulous on you. Okay? There's no other reason, I just think it will look great. And I'm applying it with a lip brush, but you can apply it straight from the wand if she wants to. Now this is wonderful lip gloss because it doesn't feel sticky or tacky, and it hydrates your lips. And I love lip glosses as we get older because it gives our lips that slightly more plumped up look, rather than if it's too matte and too dry, it looks like we've got mean little mouths. And that's it. That you can see the difference between the before and the after, and I hope you really like what I've done. And I'm going to just finish it off with a little bit more under eye and face brightener just on the T-zone here. And I'm going to take a little bit of my mineral pen. As I said to you, I do this trick at the end of every makeup that I do, especially when I'm doing a celebrity going out in the evening or on the red carpet, and it gives the eyes a quick lift. That was with my mineral pen. And now I'll do the other side.
you.